Ezra is a new film playing in theaters. I believe this got like some limited release here, but also was just playing at film festivals for a while and stuff. This movie was okay. I think it had a heartfelt story, but it was kind of like lame at some points too. This movie is about this kid named Ezra. He's autistic on the spectrum. His parents aren't really sure how to deal with it. They're clearly going through some divorce and other private issues. They're not very good at communicating, this couple. The dad has some anger issues and violent tendencies because of the way his past is kind of gone, and so he kind of gets himself into trouble. And when he kidnaps his son, essentially, to spend time with him, because him and his ex-wife are kind of having their disagreements, basically. And that's kind of the story of the movie, about learning to deal with your emotions and do better and things like that. And also, I think that this movie was okay. I think this could have been a really helpful movie for autistic people, but I think the way they portray Ezra maybe is correct to some autistic people. I don't know exactly. Some of it feels like it could be incorrect and maybe portraying him as a little bit odd. But and then again, I've seen some autistic children actually act like this, so I don't really know. But something just felt off about it. And it's funny seeing Robert De Niro as the grandfather in this movie. It's kind of weird that seeing him in these movies. One of the most legendary actors of all time is now showing up in like these smaller movies where he's so old now he has to play the grandpa. It's a little bit awkward, but it's always nice seeing him, and he gives a good performance here. I think everybody does their job, but I think just the annoying subplot of this dude being a comedian is kind of weird, because this guy's a comedian, right? But you don't ever really see him give any funny stand-up. It just seems like, okay, he's telling a story. He's not really telling a joke, feels like. And even at shows, he kind of bombs. Nobody's really laughing. But yet somehow Jimmy Kimmel takes notice of him, and then he gets to be on his show. And even at the end of the movie, it's like tagged on the end credits. After he gets arrested the first time, he gets a chance to be on Jimmy Kimmel's show. He gets another chance. This wouldn't happen in real life. The movie had a pretty realistic and grounded tone, and then now they're just doing that, and it just felt really awkward. They felt like they were doing it for a bit, but it wasn't funny. Why is Jimmy Kimmel here? It just felt really weird and very awkward and just inappropriate in this movie that otherwise had a very grounded, realistic tone. Also, fuck Jimmy Kimmel. I don't have a problem with Jimmy Kimmel or whatever, but he's not that funny or entertaining. And so it's just weird he's here, and just didn't really connect with the rest of the movie very well. But I thought the autistic kid storyline was kind of heartfelt, just seeing these two parents that both have shit to figure out. They're not really doing a great job. I wish they had actually gave more to the mother side of the movie. I mean, most of the movie, she's just worried and freaked out for her son, but you don't really see how, you see how the dad handles the situation with the son, and how he's not very good at it, and you get hints that the mom is still figuring it out, but you also don't really see that contrast of how they deal with the situation enough. And I felt like that would have made the movie stronger. There's just the little things that could have made this movie a bit stronger. As it stands, it's a heartfelt movie that's place was in the right spot. I don't think this is worth seeing in theaters. I think it's a movie that if you watch at home, it's a very solid one-time viewing, because it's got good things going for it. It's good message, good things it's trying to get across. You're not going to hate your time with it. You're going to be entertained and connect with the story, I think. But there's just little things that could have made this so much better of a movie, that would have connected a lot better and been more of a movie. I'd be like, oh yeah, you gotta go see this one in the theater. Oh yeah, it's going to be one I'd want to watch again. But just as it stands, it just kind of fails to really connect super well, and that doesn't mean it's a bad movie. Again, this movie's heart was in the right place, just didn't work out as well as I think the filmmakers wanted, unfortunately.